Get all your staff, your members back towards me, and then I start asking for the answers.
Shame.
Follow, answer those who put the answer and follow us, okay?
So whoever's answering, I have the camera on them.
No one is taking the pictures, no? You don't have picture cameras.
No. Do you want pictures?
Some pictures later on for promotional.
I'll ask.
Okay, we start from, what was your team name?
Sarat Seekers.
Okay, Sarat Seekers, you ready? Who's going to present your, let me see who presents. Only you want to say that?
دغخري.
Okay, I'm forgiving you because it's in your first time. Alright. Okay, can I have your whole attention? You guys are going to mark them, alright? Every team must make a decision to give them a mark. I give you like 5 seconds, then you tell me what mark you give them. I want Abin, please you write down all the markings and things. But no, we don't need that. You usually put it on your paper. Okay, please read out the question.
Okay, our question is, how does the video clip contribute towards our discussion that everything has come from the universe of Ilah and intellect?
Everyone understood the question? Yes, Doctor, you understood the question? Alright, what is the answer?
Okay, so basically, the video has said that there's only one consciousness, and that is the universal consciousness. It says that everything in this world is just a ripple in the ocean, and that ocean is that universal consciousness. That professor has also defined some properties of this unifying field, which he calls the universal consciousness. Some properties are it's dynamic, it's self-aware, and it's pure abstract potential. Now, some of these, we thought that to relate it to us in our discussions at MNC, we know that we also have potential, and potential to be that Khalifatullah. And we relate this to the unifying field of Alam Ilah. So this potential comes from Alam Ilah. Now, from our perspective, Alam Ilah and Alam Intellect, Aql, is that we believe that everything is sourced from Allah, from this unity that comes down into diversity. So what we link this to is the descending arc, where we start from this unity, universal consciousness, and we move down to diversity, which is the ripples, what the video is talking about. So the video talks about the unity and then diversity. So we also talk about the descending arc coming from unity down to diversity. And also to summarize, basically, the video says that we are not made from molecules, but rather waves, quantum physics theory. So all our beings are not made from any particles or anything like that, but rather the wave. Now these waves, this Professor John Hegelin says, are made of vectors in linear space. And what these vectors in linear space is made of are thoughts. Now this thoughts, so all these thoughts, all our beings, they all come together and make a thought universe. So how we directly relate this is that this contributes to our discussion such that our universe is of Ilah and intellect, which is also intelligence is thought, so it's in the higher realm. So that's how we say it. So
اللهم صل على محمد وآله.
Very well said. So basically, the video is only bringing the point that everything has got some universal source and origin, and the rest of the things that he said. Okay, I start from you. But what mark you give them? I mean, from 10. The best mark is 10. The lowest is 6. When I say lowest is 6, means someone, if you really think they're 4, you can give 4. But I don't think they have any student to get on the But what mark you give them? 8.5. What mark you give them? 8. What mark you give them? 9. 9. What might you give them? 9.5. What might you give them? 10. What might you give them? 9. Okay, you give them 9.3. Please subscribe to on your paper and give it to me. What I do is this mark, I see who is closest to what I have in mind, and I make a bit of averaging of your marks. So what you say, it does have a very. So next team, let me see who you have to answer. You want to say?
The question was, what is universal love of Allah? What is in it?
What is your team name?
Al-Bayas.
Their team name is Al-Fayyaz.
Al-Bayas.
Al-Fayyaz means the blesser, the one who gives blessing of
Al-Bayas.
Okay, go ahead.
The answer that we came up with, the universe of Allah is the universe where unity is found. Isma Allah arises in this universe. When a creature is created, it has first created in the universe of Allah, Ilah or Allah. Then it is descended to universe of Aql, and then to universe of Raza, then finally to universe of matter. The purest form of everything is found in the universe of Allah. For example, an iPad in the universe of matter is something that we can touch, feel, and has its own meaning. When it goes to the universe of Barza, then it has when it goes to the universe of Barza, then it has dimension, shape, or form. But we can't feel it or touch it because it has just exists in our imagination or imaginary world. So when it goes to the universe of Aql, then when it goes to universe of Aql, then it has a common meaning, which is same as computer according to this job under a computer. So it has only one meaning, which is computer. But when it goes to universe of Allah, it goes under the name of Allah or Isma Allah, because there is nothing else apart from Allah or Isma Allah. And that is pretty much our answer to this question.
Thank you very much, Al-Fayyaz.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل
What might you give them? 7. What might you give them? 7 what? What might you give them? What might you give them? What might you give them? You give 10 for everyone. I don't give you 11 because you give them 10. What might you give them? 9. We give them 8.5. Thank you. So write it on your paper and give it to me. Okay. Remember, one of the important things is I want you to realize whatever we discuss, whatever we teach, or whatever we learn, they are not supposed to be just some abstract notions and concepts somewhere sitting in your intellect. It must. You have to feel it. When we say everything comes from ab and then to barzakh and then to matter, you will see that you practice this. You will see everything you say, everything you do in your life. It must originate from your ab. If you have some ab, of course. If you don't, it will start from your theology, right? So who is next? Let me see. You want to answer? No. Julia, you want to answer? No. What is the question? Start.
Our question was, how would knowing about universes of Allah benefit us? Why should we learn it? The universes of Allah are Allah's universe himself, his restricted attributes, universes of Aql, intellect, universe of barzakh, and universe of matter. The universe of Allah
Sorry, my apologies. I didn't hear you. Can you say the question?
Our team question was, how would knowing about universes of Allah benefit us, and why should we learn about these? The universes of Allah are Allah's universe, universe of Aql, universe of Barzakh, and universe of Nature. The universe of Allah benefits us because His names have different meanings and we can learn from it and know His attributes and therefore incorporate it in our lives and our mind. Universe of Aql benefits us by helping us to understand the reality of things and gain a deeper understanding and knowledge. Universe of Barzakh benefits us so we can create our Barzakh body by imagining. We use our reality as opposed to the appearance. Material world benefits us by providing us foundations of life, provides us with senses and is the beginning from getting closer to Allah in which we can elevate. We should learn these universes. Because it helps us to get closer to Allah and therefore make us better people, and because each one of these universes benefit us in different ways. That's why we should learn about it.
Okay? Thank you very much. You understand what she said? Okay, let's go to Mark. I will Mark give them. These are achieved from Melbourne on the wall. What is the, can you ask what is the team name in Melbourne? How can you talk to them? I will Mark give them. Hey, what Mark give them? 7.5. World team estimate? 8.5. What Mark give them? That's it. What Mark give them? What Mark give them? 7.5. We give them 8. Please write it down. Write down your mark. What about, I forgot to ask Melbourne. How can we ask Melbourne? Can you ask Melbourne, what marks we give them, Ariane? You can type it. No, it's not supposed to take this long. You can have your voice.
They're not listening.
What marks we give them, Ariane? I just want your participation. Okay, we move to the next one. For next, we will ask. Let us be prepared, and Jafar, can we bring them in some sort of voice so that we can ask them? Okay, next thing. Doctor, who's going to present yourself?
Why did you mute it?
Can you give your one, two, three?
Where are you going?
Our question is, how are the universes in each other, and what does it mean? Our answer is first that Allah has said, I have not created anything unless it sources with me. And Imam Sadiq said that Allah has created the material world and the musawwir, like for example of the Barzakh, universe of Barzakh, and Barzakh on the musawwir example of the universe of intellect, and the universe of intellect on the same basis from the universe of Allah. Allah has created all the universes in a rank or in order. For example, the first one is the universe of Allah, and from that, after that is the universe of intellect, and the universe of Barzakh is of course this world. The universes are created in the levels of descending art. Everything that exists comes from a high level to another level. That's why if the universes are interrelated. This means that material world exists within all the other universes.
This means that everything that exists around you has an existence in other universes. For example, if you decide to make a plane, you have to plane it in your mind. First, of course, in the universe of Allah, the word creator represents plane. Then it comes to the universe of intellect. That is, you think about plane. Then comes the universe of barzakh, where you imagine, you detail how it looks like or what color it has, and so on and so forth. Then in this world, you build it, you physicalize it, material, you bring it into existence in this universe by making it. For example, hiring people, building factories. That's why all the universes are in each other. And this means that we, for example, even humans are in every universe. And every universe, of course, is in us as well, because we are the supreme creation. Thank you.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Okay, let's start. What marks did you give them? 8.7. What marks did you give them? 8. What marks did you give them? 9.5. What marks did you give them? 9. What marks did you give them, Sarah? 8.5. Please don't throw them out, okay? Be thoughtful when you give them marks. What marks did you give them? What marks did you give them? If you give them 9.5, very well said. Last side, Allah.
صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Okay, I want your team marks. Give it to me, please. Okay, we move on to your team. Okay. What is the team question? Please don't throw them off. Please listen carefully and then give them marks. But you have given very good marks so far. I'll be very happy with your marking. Okay.
Okay. Our team name is All Nuts. Our team question is, can you
Sorry, your
explain
team name is what?
All Nuts?
All nuts. All black. Okay, this is a version of all black. This is all nuts. Okay, all right. That was a good name. All nuts.
It's a copyright.
Okay, go ahead. What is the question?
Can you explain tajreed or disengagement that we do for things around us?
Everyone understood the question? What was the question? Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay. So starting off, what is disengagement? Okay, disengagement is a disassociation of matter from the being. And according to us and in our theory, it is the process of going from the Alame Mata to Alame Basha in the imaginary world. So in our daily life, for example, when we die, okay, in death, the being is disassociated from the material world. Okay, so our souls and all our virtues and existence, it gets rid of its matter and just disengages with it and moves on to the Alame Basha. Another time when disengagement takes place is when we dream. In our imagination, we disengage from the material world and our body and our present body, and yeah, we experience our present body.
Then we laugh with laughter.
Hello? Okay, good. Okay. Disassociating yourself from the world and disengaging from the universe on the Alame Basha is dreaming. And also when we learn, okay, so when we read something, there's matter on that piece of paper, that's just words. But through our nervous system and our perception, we turn that into our imagination and our output, which is technically disengaging the material world. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's start to ask from Melbourne. What mark do you give them, Melbourne? Can they hear us? Okay, can you take Anyway, they go next one. What mark you give them?
6.5.
6.5. What mark you give them? 8.5. What mark do you give them? 8.
They give 8.
7.
They give 8.
Okay, Melbourne gave them 8. You gave them 8 or 7, right? What do you give? 7.5. 7.5. Okay, what mark do you give them? 8.5. What mark? 5. What about you? 8.5. Okay, everyone says 8.5. Okay, I give them 8.75. Put it down.
What?
Okay, next one. Next team. You ready? Who
Brother.
What is your team name first?
Our team name is Malakut.
Malakut. Very good. So you don't go any higher than Barza. Malakut means
At
Barza.
the moment.
MNC 5 you will be after.
Sorry?
MNC 5 you will be after.
Inshallah.
We will get to
What is the question?
Okay, our question is, what is the highest universe to Allah? And please explain. So, we think that the highest universe to Allah is, of course, universe of Allah. And previous teams, they touched on this topic a little bit, and they gave some main characteristics. So what we will try to elaborate and to explain the feel of it. So the universe of Allah, or Asma, this is where the Asma of Allah resides. And what are these? These are the attributes of Allah. Even the 99 names of Allah that we all know. Of course, they're not the words I leave there. We should not understand it so limited, but the concepts, the essence, the main ideas are residing there. So this universe actually always existed, and it is unlimited. And I think for a human being on this stage is the most hard to comprehend that universe. I think even if we see in the diagram that you were showing, the Imam Allah is just a noon. So in my mind, as we discussed as a team, this is the best presentation because it is something absolute, it is something the main concentration and the source of everything. For example, again, I will try to simplify, I hope this example is correct. We all know, for example, if we take some concentrate, right? Let's say this is the tank, the drink, okay? And if they use it in the water, so what happens? The concentrate of it, it has like everything in it, but in very compact form. Then we simplify it, okay? We put water in it. The water has still all the qualities of the concentrate, right? It is still sweet, but it's diluted, it's simplified form. So we believe that to explain this universe, we can really bring this words like, the concentration of the knowledge, of the energy of everything. For any creation, the initial point of that. For example, even when we were talking about the circle of existence, the initial point, everything was starting from this universe, and then descending and then again ascending. So the initial point of everything is exactly the universe of Allah. And this universe is unlimited, it has no limit, and where all the Allah, Asma Allah resides in this. Also, this is the universe where Allah said, I was hidden treasure, and I created as I wanted to, and I created the creation as I wanted to be known. So, this is the universe of origination of the creation, where everything, the starting point of everything, and the end as well.
Thank you very much. Finished? Very, very well said. I just want to add something. The example was very good, but very similar example. Take sugar. It makes everything sweet, right? Sugar has unlimitedness of sweetness, but when you add it to anything, it makes that thing sweet. Of course, your example was exactly the right one, but it was very well said. What mark you give them? Not you, not Session1 Team. You give her 20, I know. 9.5. What mark you give them? 9. What mark you give them? 10. What mark you give them? 10. What mark you give them? 9.8. What mark? 8.93. When we start calculation, what was the midpoint? Did ask the midpoint what mark you give them? Did they hear us? Okay, they have got 10 seconds to answer, otherwise we move on. 1, 2, 3,
9.
9. Okay, we give them 9.7. Very good. Please write down your mark and give it to me. Alright, next thing. Who you will answer?
Brother.
What is the receipt name? What is the name?
Assalamualaikum everybody. Our question is, can you explain how our outside world is inhuman too? As Imam Ali alayhi salam has said, do you think you are a small particle? Indeed, the emphasis of Adam is interwoven in you. Our answer is, humans are the synthesis of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we can find all the outside existence in us as well as the outside, as well as the inside. We as humans are made up of plantic soul, which is made up of matter, and as we have the faculties of plants. We also have the attributes of an animal, which is the animalistic soul, such as injustice, taking the rights of others, which is currently happening around in the world today. We also have an intellectual soul, which makes us realize the reality of things. We have the capability of thinking and using our intellect. Universal soul is the soul of annihilation. We have ability to do good things like angels. There are people like Imam Khomeini, Rahmatullah alayhi, who did for people. Imam Hussein alayhi salam, who stood up for justice. We have Shaitan within us, the outside world is full of shaitanic work.
Thank you very much. That's long. Yeah, if I ask me more what you ask them, I ask them. What might you give them? You. What might you give them? 7. What might you give them? 8.5. What might you give them? They are 8. What might you give them? 7.5. What might you give them? 8.5. What might you give them? And you are what did they go get? 7. Okay, I give 8.5. Please write it down and give it. So next thing, let's see if prepare well for presenting. How are they going to present the question? Or from after them, I will ask the phone. So that means if you need to have phone calling, we do phone calling. Because I don't think you can get it on this time. Okay? So who's saying it?
Salam, please.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
I think name is Nurullah, and I think question is 2 examples, universal intellect and its characteristic. Can you bring your own example as how when you make things, the thing you make first in your own alam akal, then comes down to material level. My question is, answer. According to the universe of Akal, which is intellect, right? And time, space, dimensions, and imagination are not needed. And this level, this is because ideology and meaning needs to be understood, which is characteristics. And this is example. Our group wants to make a cake, and at the intellect level, we first need to understand what a cake is. And in present level, we have to come up with an image and visualize it. Example, the ingredients that is needed and tools required, steps and the method. The details of the cake. Material level. This is where we use our five senses as well as physically making the cake by getting ingredients, material, time, space to make the cake, followed by decorating the cake, dimensions. Salawat, please.
Thank you very much. What start Melbourne? What mark Melbourne give them? Can you get Jaka? What mark you give them? What mark you give them? Does it? 12.5. What mark you give them? Seven. 7.5. Thank you. Be more generous. What mark you give them? 8. What mark you give them? 8.5. 6.5. There you see. What mark you give them, sir? 7. What mark you give them? The design 8. What mark you give them? 7.
7.
7. Okay, I think everyone's against you. Okay, we give them 8. Write it down and that's fine. But remember, remember also, I think in marking, some of you guys, which is very correct way you're doing it. You factor in the fact that how they present it. If it looks like they're only reading from something, of course it gets the lower mark. As opposed to when you learn it and you're saying it. Okay, that's one. But anyway, so far. So is there to what is your, who is presenting the team question? Maria? Before you continue, sorry, can I stop you, Melbourne? Can I stop you? Your voice is not clear. I get you online, on the phone. I think on the phone it will be a clearer voice. Let's try one. Maria, you get your mobile, please. I'm bringing you on the mobile, and I put the mobile on.
Okay. Alright. Our question on please forgive us if the question is very simple because we can tell on the lecture. So our question was, what are the best reasons explain why Allah has
Can you understand me?
Not really.
I can't even understand the question. Can you guys understand me? Yes or no? Okay, so I get you on mobile. Get your mobile and I'm ready.
They can't hear because they muted their speakers.
Really? I get you Mariam on mobile. Please put it here and I put it Talk. Mariam, talk. Yes. Talk.
Coming now.
Yes.
Okay, please listen.
Yes?
Yes, it's all good. Please speak.
Okay. So I'm going to this is calling from London, representing the group of unknown. And so if we give the very simple answer, because we will start on the lecture. Our question was, what are the best reasons to explain why Allah has chosen Insan as his center? And the answer is that Allah created Insan in a complete perfect way that serves or Shaitan, or we can choose the animal, we can choose to the level. Angels, it's called by choice. So therefore, it's impossible that Allah, which holds the hujjah on us, has to serve on earth. He has created us, unless He has created us with perfection or with full evidence. And there is numerous evidence in the Quran on how Allah created insan. For example, in Surah Al-Isra, Allah says that, and surely we have honored the children of Adam, and we carried them in the land and the sea, and we have given them all the good things, and we have made them to excel by an appropriate excellence over most of those whom we have created. Thank you.
Okay, I give a 10 mark to whoever understood it. Who understood? Okay, thank you very much, we are born. We didn't mean to disappoint you. You did a very good effort, but unfortunately our devices and systems are not working well. So I have to find a way to mark you anyway. You have done your work. No, you have to wait another 20 minutes. Sorry, I cannot hear you, Maria. Don't try to talk, but just listen, okay? We cannot give you any mark except I take another measurement to mark you. And that measurement will be your effort that you have got together, and you are trying to be from such a long way, but 3,000 kilometers away to be part of our house. So for that matter, what mark you give them? What? 10? Really? 8? Okay. Even the range is working for you. Does not let me hear you. If you give them an 8.5, really they did a very good try. I mean, just connect it up. 9? No, 8.5 is good. Okay, who else is left without not answering yet? Everyone has answered? Everything has answered?
Yep.
Alright. So this is for today. I just remind a couple of things. I've got few assistants now. Abel is my teaching assistant. She's a qualified teacher. So you have to take this. Abel, I want you to email me later on, tell me what are the things that you have to do to make this system better. Omen is my evaluation and appraisal assistant, and you do their score sheet, right? You have to get together and do their score sheet. And last minute, my MNC advisory sheet. She's my universal assistant. Yeah. I just named you, right? You know what, you're mine also. You know your role. And who else was Sister Mekat is our fundraising assistant for the whole team. And Hassan Shewan is our audio video assistant. Jabba is our technical IT assistant. And Adiola is our boss. Okay, and please don't forget, what I will do, I will send individual quizzes. Remember, we have not done individual quizzes because of time matter, not the number of teams are more. What I do, I send the team quizzes to the team, individual quizzes to the team leaders. Team leaders are supposed to give 20 minutes to their team members, and please be honest, okay? You're not going to gain Jahannam for because of a few months and one iPad or MP4 and those stuff. So be honest, give them 20 minutes. And inshallah, when you have done that, you email me back the answers. That will be on a word format. When I send it, they have to write down the answers under the question and email it back to you. That's one thing. And I will bring a measure, as I told you, and for the competition between the teachers. That will be evaluating how they have made their team understand the concept that we're talking about. So you have to make a. I will ask all of the team leaders next week that whether you have had that session and you try to simplify and make your team understand the concept of Abadan. This is a very important concept that we are talking, and it needs really your attention. And I want you, all of you, inshallah, at the end of 12 weeks, come and you will see what you are, and I want to parade you in front of all the community, inshallah, that they see what you have learned and where you have been. That is another thing. What else is there? Yeah, don't forget, next week when you come, after 1:30, anyone after 1:30, delay, you're getting 1 mark lost, that as Abid is going to write down those mark losses and send it for me. Be on time, be here at 1:15, inshallah, we start at 1:30, and so that we can finish by 3:30. Is there anything I haven't said, Madam? Everything is covered? Okay, if you all like, yes?
One of our team members, his work finishes at 1:30. Is it okay if we come to
She just keeps losing one.
That's not fair.
Okay, yeah, we excuse that person because she works already. And the fact that she's coming after the work, we have to give it an extra mark. But we don't do that. We don't do that. But anyway, if you want to go home, relax.
اللهم صل على